All right, welcome back to Soul Reaver 1 Remaster. We had just more or less picking up where the last video left off. I say more or less because if you notice down in the bottom right-hand corner, health bar is a little bit longer. I went back to the plug room in Rahab's territory, did the little spin thing, and found a couple of rooms. One contained a health piece, which got me to 5, which gives me a little bit more health, and the other one was just magic power. The other thing I did was, speaking of magic power, it's now up from 6 to 10 because I went to, again back in Rahab's place where the boat was. If you swim under the waterfall, there's another tunnel that takes you to a Eldritch power-up. Eldritch magic power-up is what they call it. Anyway. This should be how we get in. Unless I missed something. There's supposed to be some way you can manipulate the wall. Ah. There is. And last time we learned the story of Mobius the Time Streamer. This doesn't look ancient, this looks futuristic. Cogs and gears. Who's just a giant time wizard. And there he is. Look at him in all his glory.
This, I deduced, must be the man himself, the time streamer, Mobius. He seemed not at all the impressive figure I had imagined from Kain's boasted exploits. And yet, even this cold image radiated a certain undeniable power.
Well, considering we'll find out very soon that he planned his own death. Well, it does put some things in perspective. Oh. Okay. We have solved that puzzle. I guess. I don't know exactly what that puzzle is about, but let's go find out. It's just interaction and I get further in. And this is color theory. Kind of. Really? There it goes. Thankfully, we are no longer bound by the vampire rules. And sunlight cannot kill us. He will, however, destroy those seals. Oh, come on. It's the last power that came up with. They're damn well going to make you use it. been here before us. And they've been busy. It almost looks like it's supposed to go somewhere. I did. Oh, I also found the revert graphics button. Yeah. Good stuff. I think we'll play with this one for a little while. Yeah, that means we're gonna have to go back and find the phasing material plane, whatever you want to call it. Materialization portal. It's gotta be over here somewhere. There it is. Whee. I have a feeling we're just gonna be, as soon as I get those doors open, we're gonna be reverting back to that real quick. Go ahead and revert. We're going to end up going ahead and reverting back to the spectral room. But oh, hey, look. Glad I grabbed the okay, so the blue has to go to whatever that symbol is. One more. There we go. Red has to go to Kain. Last but not least, Wizards. Malachi. Hello, Sparky. Yeah, that's what they're expecting. Okay. More gears. At least these ones kind of look like bats. Alright. I don't think it's let me do it. No, it's not going to trigger. Okay. I think what we need to do is get these out of the way. Hi! I beg your pardon. Where did you come from? going to say bright-eyed and hasty-souled. Anyway, okay, so I need to get up there, and I need to be in this spectral form to do it, but I have to do something else first. So let's figure out what that is. Grab those. That's a dangerous place to be standing. Motion sickness doing this. Jesus. Okay, recharging for my magic if I need it, which I definitely don't. What did I slide off of? Okay. Well, look at that missing texture. Okay. Yeah, I slid off one of the vents because I missed that. That was No, we're not playing that game. I'm not fighting over this. Definitely not fighting over this. Especially when I don't have a weapon. Alright. Let's play this game. Hi there. Would you like to play it? How many hits does a Spectre take before I kick his ass? They don't stay down for very long at all. I was actually trying to shoot him, but that was an option. Whoops. Peace and quiet. Alright. So, this is make the seal look like a seal. Unfortunately, we kind of have to see what the seal looks like first before we can make the seal. And make sure we're putting everything where it's supposed to go. And then we get to play the game, is it going to fit the right way? So this goes here. This actually goes over here, which means we got to flip it on its side, rotate it. Okay, so we need to rotate it first thing I'm going to do is this. Yes. One more. Do this. Claws. This can go right here, because this is actually the right location. And I'm going to flip this one, because it's not right. Push it more. And one rotation. No. Did I screw up? Was it right the first time? Did I not screw up? Spatial recognition skills. It's sometimes very finicky, especially when you're tired. And I've been playing adventure games all day. Oh, good, there's two. Outstanding. Actually, there's more than two. If I remember correctly. I can stun him. Again, there we go, and get him. These are all chemical symbols. And they have switches. Awesome. Just look at that hair. That's one switch. Is that a timer? Upset me greatly. Yes, I know how to stop time, but I find the timer very irritating. The problem is the pendulum's arc is oh good. It's just a sound effect. I don't think there's any way for that arc to be stopped and you be able to still get up to the switch. Kind of defeats the purpose of you activating the pendulum in the first place. But I digress. How old is this dungeon? Pretty old.
My arrival in this miserable age. What trickery is this?
It is no illusion, Raziel, but a glimpse into the currents of time itself.
That is Raziel inhabiting his body from the beginning of the game and having a conversation with the old one, where the old one says, yes, I know you're not the same Raziel who should be here now. You're an older version of him who's learned more.
These apparitions torment me. Has this all been foretold?
How Kain looks in the original doesn't have any detail on his face. They rebuilt Kain's appearance from when he looks in later games, specifically Defiance. Oh hey. This is probably a better representation. The other one's a little wide. The Seraphim. And no, I'm not mispronouncing Seraphim. That's actually how they pronounce it in the game. Seraphan.
Impossible! This must be one of Kain's deceptions.
So there's two Seraphan. Two types of Seraphan, I should say. There's the originals, and then there's the group that came after them. Yeah, the right way.
My mind reels with conflict. Does Kain await me moments from now, or in some century yet to come?
Yes. Believe it or not, the answer to that question is yes. Because timey-wimey bullshit, temporal fuckery, etc., etc.
This cannot be. What madness does this scene portend? Kain must think me credulous to suffer these lies.
I can't really comment on that because it's spoilers. But that's how temporal fuckery works. So, spoilers.
Is this phantasm a conjuration of my mind, or an echo of future events?
I don't remember all of these being in the last game, but I think you actually had to walk up to them originally. Now they're just triggering when you get near them. subtly here at the end. Not that I think we'll need it, but we'll go ahead and grab the teleporter just in case we have to come back here for whatever godforsaken reason. Like if I truly screw up this last boss fight. Also, the architecture is pretty spiffy. That is a face, I think.
At last. I must say I'm disappointed in your progress. I imagined you'd be here sooner. Tell me, did it trouble you to murder your brothers?
Did it trouble you when you ordered me into the abyss?
No. I had faith in you. In your ability to hate. In your self-righteous indignation.
Lies. You cannot have foreseen all of this.
Eternity is relentless, Raziel. When I first stole into this chamber centuries ago, I did not fathom the true power of knowledge. To know the future, Raziel. To see its paths and streams tracing out into the infinite. As a man, I could never have contained such forbidden truths. But each of us is so much more than we once were. Gazing out across the plains of possibility, do you not feel with all your soul how we have become like gods? And as such, are we not indivisible? As long as a single one of us stands, we are legion. And that is why, when I must sacrifice my children to the void, I can do so with a clear heart.
Very poetic, Kain. But in the end, you offer no more than a convenient rationalization for your crimes.
These chambers offer insight for those patient enough to look. In your haste to find me, perhaps you have not gazed deeply enough. Our futures are predestined. Mobius foretold mine a millennium ago. We each play out the parts fate has written for us. We are compelled ineluctably down preordained paths. Free will is an illusion.
I have been to the tomb of Seraphan, Kain. Your dirty secret is exposed. How could you transform a Seraphan priest into a vampire?
How could I not? One must keep his friends close, Raziel, and his enemies even closer. Can you grasp the absurd beauty of the paradox? We're the same. Seraphan and vampire. With our holy wars, our obsession with Nosgoth's domination, who better to serve me than those whose passion transcends all notions of good and evil?
I will not applaud your clever blasphemy. The Seraphan were saviors, defending Nosgoth from the corruption that we represent. My eyes are opened, Kain. I find no nobility in the unlife you rudely forced on my unwilling corpse.
You may have uncovered your past, but you know nothing of it. You think the Seraphan were noble? Altruistic? Don't be simple. Their agenda was the same as ours.
You are lost in a maze of moral relativism, Kain. These apparitions and portents. What game are you playing now?
Destiny is a game, is it not? And now, you await my latest move.
He hits like a truck, which is the problem. actually have to hit Kain with the soul. Everything Kain said is technically correct. That's kind of good. Alright, now we've added a wrinkle to the fight. He's on another level from us. So we can't hit straight up hit us through. There's not a whole lot I can do about that. This generator was not originally we had jumping back and forth between ethereal and material realms to get your health back. Okay. Where is he? We do have more time between his last hour. If you can find him. The problem is the camera does not light when you're looking upwards. So it lights everything it has to keep it. And Kain doesn't really stand out. Not sure how he missed me, but okay. This is the problem. You have to hit him in the side. But you have just mere seconds to do it. So you gotta climb, and you gotta hit it.
You nearly had me, Raziel. But this is not where or how it ends. Fate promises more twists before this drama unfolds completely.
Be warned, Raziel. Once you cross this threshold, you are beyond my influence.
And we both know that's bullshit.
Raziel, Redeemer and Destroyer, Pawn and Messiah, welcome, time-span soul. Welcome to your destiny.
Son of a bitch.
Where time is but a loop, a loose stitch in the universal cloth. A streamer might seize upon a chance, a fatal slip, and plunge the fate of planets into chaos.
Fuck you, Mobius. So yeah, the end of Soul Reaver 1 ends with a time jump into the past. Because this entire series is about temporal fuckery. It starts out with a Kain being manipulated by someone who he perceives as a soothsayer. It's actually Mobius screwing with the timeline. He gets him killed and turns him into a vampire. Kain goes on a murder spree, wiping out the rest of the vampires, because there's a bunch of them. The problem is, like Mobius says, it's a loop. There's a bunch of vampire lords who are running the world. Kain is killed by one of them, becomes one of them, goes on a revenge spree, kills them all, takes over the world, and then the vampires control the world until he kills one of them, and that becomes this, and then he kills Raziel. Raziel wipes out the rest of them. It's just him and Kain now, and Kain is fated to die, right? They didn't want to die. And that's how this whole mess started. We'll get more into that. When they say Kain refused the sacrifice, that's what they're talking about. He was supposed to kill himself in order to stabilize the pillars of Nosgoth, and they go into that more in the sequel. There's a lot, they flesh out the backstory a lot more in the sequel, including explaining who the Seraphan are versus who they're... who the Seraphan... who Raziel's Seraphan are versus who the Seraphan were originally. Because Raziel is not originally a Seraphan. The vampire curse is the blood of the Seraphan, but it's been corrupted. It's you'll see. I'm not gonna dig too deeply into it because I think these credits are going a little too far. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the sequel. Yeah, take care.